Chapter 21 of the Complete Book of Cheese. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Ryan DeRamos. The Complete Book of Cheese by Robert Carlton Brown. Chapter 21. N. Nagelkasse. Fresh. Fresh clove cheese, called Nagellus in Holland. Austria. Skim milk, curd mixed with caraway and cloves, called nails, Nagel, in Germany and Austria. The large flat rounds resemble English Derby. Nantais, or Fromage du Curé, cheese of the curate, Brittany, France. A special variety dedicated to some curate of Nantes. Nestle, England. Soft whole milk, round and very thin. Neufchâtel or Petit Suisse. Normandy, France. Soft whole milk, small loaf. See Ancien Impérial, Vendôme, and Chapter 9. New Forest, England. Cream cheese from the New Forest district. Nieheimer, Westphalia, Germany. Sour milk with salt and caraway seed added, sometimes beer or milk. Covered lightly with straw and packed in kegs with hops to ripen. Both beer and hops in one cheese is unique. Niolo, Corsica. In season from October to May. Nåkelost or Någelost, Norway. Similar to spiced Leyden or Edam with caraway and shaped like a Gouda. Nordlands Ost, Kalas, USA. Trade name for an American imitation of a Scandinavian variety, perhaps suggested by Swedish Nordost. Nordost, Sweden. Semi-soft, white, baked, salty and smoky. North Wilts, Wiltshire, England. Cheddar type, smooth, hard rind, rich but delicate in flavor. Small size, 10 to 12 pounds, named for its locale. Nostrale, Northwest Italy. An ancient of days variety of which there are two kinds. 1. Formaggio duro, hard, as its name says, made in the spring when the cows are in the valley. 2. Formaggio tenero, soft and richer, summer made with milk from lush mountain grazing. Notruschki, cheese bread, Russia. Made with Tworog cheese and widely popular. Nova Scotia smoked, USA. The name must mean that the cheese was smoked in the Nova Scotia manner, for it is smoked mostly in New York City, like sturgeon, to give the luxurious flavor. New World, USA. This semi-soft newcomer arrived about 1954 and is advertised as a brand new variety. It is made in the Midwest and packed in small, heavily waxed portions to preserve all of its fine, full aroma and flavor. A cheese all America can be proud of, whether it is an entirely new species or not. Oaxaca. See Asadero. Oka, or La Trappe. Canada. Medium soft, aromatic, the Port Salut, made by Trappist monks in Canada after the secret method of the order that originated in France. See Trappe. Old English Club, USA. Not old, not English, and representing no club we know of. Old Heidelberg, USA. Soft, piquant rival of Liederkranz. Oleron Isle, Fromage d'Ile, France. A celebrated sheep cheese from this island of Oleron. Olive cream, USA. Ground olives mixed to taste with cream cheese. Olives rival pimientos for such mildly piquant blends that just suit the bland American taste. A more exciting olive cream may be made with Greek kalatma olives and feta sheep cheese. Olivet, Orléans, France. Soft sheep cheese sold in 3 forms. 1. Fresh, summer, white, cream cheese. 2. Olivet bleu, mold inoculated, half ripened. 3. Olivet Cendré, ripened in the ashes. Season October to June. Olmützer Kargel, also Olmützer Bierkäse, Austria. Soft, skim milk soured, salty. The smallest of hand cheeses, only half of an inch thick by 1½ inches in diameter. Packed in kegs to ripen into beer cheese and keep the liquid contents of other kegs company. A dozen of these little ones are packed together in a box ready to drop into wine or beer drinks at home or at the bar. Oleron, or Fromage de la Vallée d'Ossau, Béarn, France. In season from October to May. Onion with garlic links, USA. Processed and put up like frankfurters in links. Oporto, Portugal. Hard, sharp, tangy. From the hometown of port wine. Orkney, Scotland. A country cheese of the Orkney Islands, where it is buried in the oat bin to ripen, and kept there between meals as well. Oatmeal and Scotch country cheese are natural affinities. Southey, Johnson, and Boswell have all remarked the fine flavor of such cheese with oatcakes. Orléans, France. Named after the Orléans district, soft, creamy, tangy. Ossetin, Tushninsk, or Kasach. Caucasus comes in 2 forms. 1. Soft and mild sheep or cow cheese ripened in brine for 2 months. 2. Hard after ripening a year and more in brine. This type, made of sheep milk, is the better. Ostiepek, Ostiepek, Ostiepeka, Czechoslovakia. Sheep in the Carpathian Mountains supply the herb-rich milk for this type, similar to Italian Caciocavallo. Oswego, USA. New York state cheddar of distinction. Oudecasse, Belgium. Popular in France as Bleu de Lille. Oust, Fromage de Roussillon, France. Of the Camembert family. Ovar, Hungarian. Semi-soft to semi-hard, reddish-brown rind, reddish-yellow inside. Mild but pleasantly piquant. It has been called Hungarian Tilsit. Oveji Sir, Yugoslavian Alpine. Hard mountain sheep cheese of quality, cellar ripened 3 months. Weight 6 to 10 pounds. Oxfordshire, England. An obsolescent type, now only of literary interest because of Jonathan Swift's little story around it, in the 18th century. An odd land of fellow, who when the cheese came upon the table pretended to faint, so somebody said, "Pray take away the cheese." "No," said I. "Pray take away the fool." Said I well? To this Colonel Arwit rejoins, "Faith, my lord, you serve the coxcomb right enough, and therefore I wish we had a bit of your lordship's Oxfordshire cheese." P. Pabstet, USA. The Pabst beer people got this out during Prohibition, and although beer and cheese are brothers under their ferment, and Prohibition has long since been done away with, the relation of the processed paste to a natural cheese is still as distant as near beer from regular beer. Packet cheese, England. This corresponds to our processed cheese and is named from the package or packet it comes in. Paglia, Switzerland. Italian influence canton of Ticino. Soft. A copy of Gorgonzola. A blue with a pleasant aromatic flavor and of further interest because in Switzerland, the motherland of cheese, it is an imitation of a foreign type. Pago, Dalmatia, Yugoslavia. A sheep milk specialty made on the island of Pago in Dalmatia, in weights from half to 8 pounds. Paladru, Savoie, France. In season from November to May. Palpuszta, Hungary. Fairly strong Limburger type. Panarone, Italy. Gorgonzola type with white curd, but without blue veining. Paranica, Hungary. Sheep. Caciocavallo type. Parmesan, Parmigiano, Italy. The grand mogul of all graters. Called the hardest cheese in the world, it enlivens every course from onion soup to cheese straws with the demitasse, and puts spirit into the sparse Lenten menu of pasta al pesto, powdered Parmesan, garlic, olive oil and basil, pounded in a mortar with a pestle. Passauer Rahmkäse, Crème de Passau, German. Noted Bavarian cream cheese, known in France as Crème de Passau. Pasta cotta, Italy. The ball or grana of curd used in making Parmesan. Pasta filata, Italy. A drawn curd, the opposite of the little balls or grains into which grana is chopped. See formaggi di pasta filata. Pasteurized processed cheese food, USA. This is the ultimate desecration of natural fermented cheese. Had Pasteur but known what eventual harm his discovery would do to a world of cheese, he might have stayed his hand. Pastorella, Italy. Soft, rich table cheese. Pata Grasse, Cuba. Similar to Gouda. Pecorino, Italy. Italian cheese made from ewe's milk. Salted in brine. Granular. Pelardon de Rion, Languedoc, France. A goat cheese in season from May to November. Peneteleu, Romania. one of the international Caciocavallo family. Penicillium glaucum and Penicillium album. Tiny mushroom spores of Penicillium glaucum, sprinkled in the curd destined to become Roquefort, sprout and grow into blue veins that impart the characteristic flavor. In 12 to 15 days, a second spore develops on the surface, snow-white Penicillium album. Penik, Turkey. Mellow sheep cheese packed in the skin of sheep or lamb. Pennsylvania hand cheese, USA. This German original has been made by the Pennsylvania Dutch ever since they arrived from the old country. Also Pennsylvania pot, or cooked. Penroque, Pennsylvania, USA. Cow milk imitation Roquefort, inoculated with Penicillium roqueforti, and ripened in caverns where nature has duplicated the ideal condition of the cheese-curing caverns of France. So any failure of Penroque to rival real Roquefort is more likely to be the fault of Mother Cow than Mother Nature. Pepato, Italy. Hard, stinging, with whole black peppers that make the lips burn. Fine for fire eaters. An American imitation is made in northern Michigan. Persille de Savoie, Savoie, France. In season from May to January, flavored with parsley in a manner similar to that of sage in Vermont cheddar. Petafina la, Dauphine, France. Goat or cow milk mixed together with yeast of dried cheese added, plus salt and pepper, olive oil, brandy and absinthe. Petit Carré, France. Fresh unripened Ancien Impérial. Petit Gruyère, Denmark. Imitation Gruyère, pasteurized, processed, and made almost unrecognizable and inedible. 6 tinfoil wedges to a box, also packaged with a couple of crackers for bars. 1 wedge for 15 cents, or free lunch is forbidden. This is a fair sample of one of several foreign imitations that are actually worse than we can do at home. Petite Moule, Île-de-France, France. A pet name for Coulommiers. Petite Suisse, France. Fresh, unsalted cream cheese, same as Neufchâtel, and similar to Coulommiers. It comes in 2 sizes. Gros, a largest cylinder. Demi, a small one. Keats called this the creamy curd, and another writer has praised its La Fontaine-like simplicity. Whether made in Normandy, Switzerland, or Petropolis, Brazil, by early Swiss settlers, it is ideal with honey. Petit Vacher, France. Little cowboy, an appropriate name for a small cow's milk cheese. Petit Bourgogne, Lower Burgundy, France. Soft, sheep, white, small, tangy. Other notable petites, also beginning with B, are Banon and Bresson. Petit Fromage de Chasteau-Lait, France. Small sheep cream cheeses from Lower Limousin. Petit Fromage de Chèvre, France. Little cheeses from little goats grazing on the little mountains of Provence. Petit pot de caille de Poitiers, Poitou, France. Clotted milk in small pots. Pfister, Cham, Switzerland. Emmentaler type, although differing in its method of making with fresh skim milk. It is named for Pfister Huber, who was the first to manufacture it in chain. Philadelphia Cream, USA. An excellent cream cheese that has been standard for 70 years. Made in New York State in spite of its name. Picnic, USA. Handy-size picnic packing of mild American cheddar. Swiss has long been called picnic cheese in America. Is home away from home. Picadon de Diolet, Fit. Dauphine, France. In season from May to December. Pied fromage à la, France. Another name for fromage blanc. Or farm, soft, creamy cottage cheese type. Pie cheese, USA. An apt American name for any round store cheese that can be cut in wedges like a pie. Perfect with apple or mince or any other pie. And by the way, in these days when natural cheese is getting harder to find, any piece of American cheddar cut in pie wedges before being wrapped in cellophane is apt to be the real thing, if it has the rind on. The wedge shape is used, however, without any rind to make processed pastes pass for natural, even without that identifying word, and with misleading labels such as old, sharp cheddar, and aged 9 months. That's long enough to make a baby, but not a natural out of a processed cheddar. Pimiento, USA. Because pimiento is the blandest of peppers, it just suits our bland national taste, especially when mixed with Neufchâtel, cream, club, or cottage. The best is homemade, of course, with honest, snappy, old cheddar mashed and mixed to taste, with the mild Spanish pepper that equals the Spanish olive as a partner in such spreads. Pimp. See Mainzer, hand cheese. Pineapple. See Chapter 4. Piora. Tessen, Switzerland. Whole milk, either cow's or a mixture of goats and cows. Pippin, USA. Borden brand of cheddar. Also Pippin roll. Pithiviers au Fond, France. Orléans variety, ripened on hay from October to May. Poitiers, France. Goat's milker named from its Poitou district. Pommel, France. All year, double cream, unsalted. Ponta Delgada. Azores. Semi-firm, delicate, piquant. Pont-Gibaud, France. Similar to Roquefort, ripened at a very low temperature. Pont-l'Évêque. Characterized as a classic French fromage with huge-like romanticism. See Chapter 3. An imported brand is called the Inquisitive Cow. Puna, USA. Semi-soft, mellow. New York stater of distinctive flavor. sold in 2-pound packs to be kept 4 or 5 hours at room temperature before serving. Port Salut, Port du Salut. See Chapter 3. Port, Blue Links, USA. Blue flavored with red port and put up in pseudo-sausage links. Pot cheese, USA. Cottage cheese with a dry curd, not creamed. An Old English favorite for fruited cheesecakes with perfumed plums, lemons, almonds, and macaroons. In Ireland, it was used in connection with the sheep shearing ceremonies, although itself a common cow curd. Pennsylvania pot cheese is cooked. Potato, Germany and USA. Made in Thuringia from sour cow milk with sheep or goat, sometimes added. The potatoes are boiled and grated or mashed. One part of the potato is thoroughly mixed or kneaded with 2 or 3 parts of die curd. In the better cheese, 3 parts of potatoes are mixed with 2 of curd. During the mixing, salt and sometimes caraway seed are added. The cheese is allowed to stand for from 2 to 4 days while a fermentation takes place. After this, the curd is sometimes covered with beer or cream and is finally placed in tubs and allowed to ripen for 14 days. A variety of this cheese is made in the U.S. It is probable, however, that it is not allowed to ripen for quite so long a period as the potato cheese of Europe. In all other essentials, it appears to be the same. From U.S. Department of Agriculture, Bulletin number 608. Potato pepper, Italy. Italian potato cheese is enlivened with black pepper like pepato, only not so stony hard. Pot de crème Saint-Gervais. Saint-Gervais-sur-Mer, France. The celebrated cream that rivals English Devonshire and is eaten both as a sweet and as a fresh cheese. Pouligny, Saint-Pierre, Touraine, France. A celebrated cylindrical cheese made in Indre, seasoned from May to December. Poustagneau, Le, France. A fresh cow milk made of Gascony. Prato, Brazil. Semi-hard, very yellow imitation of the Argentine imitation of Holland Dutch. Standard Brazilian dessert with guava or quince paste. Name not from dish, but from the River Plate district of the Argentine, from whence it was borrowed long ago. Prategau, Switzerland. Aromatic and sharp Limburger type from skim milk, named for its home valley. Prästost or Sallandflar. Sweden. Similar to Gouda, but unique. The curd being mixed with whiskey, packed in a basket, salted and cellared, wrapped in a cloth, changed daily, and on the 3rd day finally washed with whiskey. Primavera, spring. Minas Gerais, Brazil. Semi-hard white brand of Minas cheese, high quality, with a spring-like fragrance. Primost, Norway. Soft, whey, unripened, light brown, mild flavor. Primula, Norway. A blend of French Brie and Petit Gruyere, mild table cheese imitates in Norway, sold in small packages. Danish appetitost is similar, but with caraway added. Processed USA. From here around the world, natural cheese melted and modified by emulsification with a harmless agent and thus changed into a plastic mass. Promessi, Italy. Small soft cream cheese. Provatura, Italy. A water buffalo variety. This type of milk makes a good beginning for a fine cheese, no matter how it is made. Providence, France. Port Salut from the Trappist monastery at Brie, Quebec. Provole, Provolone, Provolocine, Provolocini, Provoletti, and Provolino, Italy. All are types, shapes, and sizes of Italy's most widely known and appreciated cheese. It is almost as widely but badly imitated in the USA, where the final E and I are interchangeable. Cured in string nets that stay on permanently to hang decoratively in the home kitchen or dining room. Like straw Chianti bottles, provolones weigh from boccioni, mouthful, about 1 pound to 2 to 4 pounds. There are 3 to 5 pound provoletti and upward with huge salamis and giants. Small ones come ball, pear, apple, and all sorts of decorative shapes. Big ones become monumental sculptures that are works of art to compare with butter and soap modeling. Pâté, lait, or fromage cuit, Lorraine, France. Cooked cheese worked with white wine instead of milk and potted. Point Macquarie, Flanders. The most candidly named cheese in existence. In season from November to June. Pultost or Knaust, Norway. Sour milk with some buttermilk, farm made in mountains. Pusztador, Hungary. Semi-hard Limburger Romadur type. Full flavor, high scent. Pyrenees, Fromage de, France. A fine mountain variety. Q. Quartiolo, Italy. Term used to distinguish Parmesan-type cheese made between September and November. Kakek, Macedonia, Greece. Sheep eaten both fresh and ripened. Klargel. See Olmutzer. Quartirolo, Italy. Soft cow's milk. Queijos. Cheeses of the Azores, Brazil, and Portugal. See under their local or regional names. Almetejo, Azeitão, Cardiga, Ilha, Prato, and Serra da Estrella. Queso añejo, Mexico. White, dry skim milk. Queso de bola, Mexico. Whole milk, similar to Edam. Queso de caballo, Venezuela. Pear-shaped cheese. Quesos cheeses, Blanco, Cartera, and Palma Metida. See Venezuela. Queso de Cincho, Venezuela. Hard, round, orange balls weighing 4 pounds and wrapped in palm leaves. Queso de Crema, Costa Rica. Similar to soft brick. Queso de Hoja, leaf cheese, Puerto Rico. Named from its appearance when cut, like leaves piled on top of each other. Queso de Mano, Venezuela. Aromatic, sharp, in 4-ounce packages. Queso de Faiz, Queso de la Tierra, Puerto Rico. White, pressed, semi-soft, consumed locally. Queso de Prensa, Puerto Rico. The name means pressed cheese. It is eaten either fresh or after ripening 2 or 3 months. Queso de Puna, Puerto Rico. Like U.S. cottage or Dutch cheese, eaten fresh. Queso de Taparra, Venezuela. Made in Carora, near Barquisimeto, called Taparra from the shape and tough skin of that local gourd. It is very good fresh, but by the time it arrives in Carora, it is often bad and dry. DKK in Bueno Provecho. Queso fresco, El Salvador. Cottage cheese type. Queville. See Chapter 3. Queiras. See Champollion. End of Chapter 21. Recording by Ryan DeRamos. DeRamosMedia.com